Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And starting on the 2-hour chart here, as we mentioned yesterday, we would like to see, of course, a retracement from that 1 to 1 fib level. Exactly, and here we go. We start to see something unfolding here. Now this looks like a little bit promising, but don't forget that you are as well in 1, 2, 3 and potentially 4 and a 5 toward the upside here for this wave 5 that it might unfold, of course, one more wave, and to finish an ABC as well, which it might be, of course, the wave 2 as expected here. So basically we might with this wave, one single wave toward the downside, we might simply just take the low. Yeah, this is just to make sure that there is a potential to have this wave. Of course, we can still continue toward the upside. Now, currently we see something kind of like a leading diagonal, which is a good signal for, of course, an impulse in case we are looking for a B, and a C zigzag. Toward the upside, you would like to see an impulse. A leading diagonal is always like a signal for a wave 1 in an impulse, and we're looking for a wave C potentially to finish a wave 3 here. And in this case scenario, we are looking therefore, we still of course looking for this chance to finish, of course, a wave 3 in leading diagonal. If we finish as zigzag, that would be much more clearer signal that we are in wave 3. If we finish as an impulse, 5 waves, now that is a difference, because it might finish A, B, C, of course, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and a wave C, of course, 5 wave impulsive, which it turns it kind of, again, corrective, and then we might see lower prices. We don't want to see this. Actually, we don't want to see an impulse this time. We would like to see a shorter impulse correction and a shorter impulse. Yeah, this is what we would like to see, in case, of course, we want to see a recovery for the market. Yeah, this is the scenario. And basically, of course, I'm not gonna repeat every day is the same. Well, we are in an ABC potentially, or WX and a Y, because you finish in zigzag structure here, unless we're still taking the low. And if we take the low, this might be, of course, an expanding a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And a wave 5 might be very, very extended. Yeah. And this, of course, as you know, our signal, our recession signal, in case we take it down, we might move very, very low. We might move to the next level, blue zone, which is very, very low, because if you take this blue zone here, meaning interfering in the zone 1, 2, and then 3, 4 is not allowed as per Elliott wave theory to interfere with the zone 1. If this happens, this will turn, of course, into 3-wave corrective and moving towards the downside for a wave C as an A, B, and a C, of course, structure. So we have to be careful. It might unfold in an expanding diagonal. Yeah, so we have to be careful with it. Yep, so this was for Nasdaq. Let's check the SPX here, the S&P 500. And let's see what does it shows. Okay, really nice. Okay, we start to see some retracement. Again, I mentioned this anyway yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now your wave 5 might not be finished yet. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, on the 15-minute chart, it shows it is finished. Wave 4 time is perfect regarding the wave 2. So I would say it is finished and you're looking for higher. So perfect area, perfect targeting as well for this bear market. So basically, we are looking right now for a wave 3 and potentially the same scenario. We want to see a zigzag and not a full impulse. A full impulse might sound good in a short time, but in a longer time, it is really, really bad, because it's gonna turn very clear corrective wave, and then moving toward the downside, taking again the low and potentially this yellow line, which it might lead the same as for Nasdaq, invalidation of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's not allowed to interfere with the zone 1 here. In case we take the low, we are continuing toward the downside, and that with S&P is a little bit different, because you are already in a 1, 2 here, 3. Your wave 4 did not take the invalidation because it did not interfere in 1, 2, 3, 4. You're still under the invalidation, meaning potentially you can still be in a wave 5 and taking the low. However, if this continues to unfold as expected, so a wave 3 can invalidate, of course, this impulse when we move for a zigzag here in wave 3, taking this high, and therefore invalidation. It might come back and continue for a wave 1, 2, and then, of course, continuation toward the upside. This is what I'm looking for a recovery, of course, before we go very, very low. Yep, so this was for SPX and NDX. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.